Hi, give me a second to pull the video up. I want to talk a lot about the energy this year, the energy for January, and what to really expect astrologically this month. So I have a lot going on to talk about energetically, which makes me happy. Give me a second to share this feed out. I need you guys to share this feed out too, because like usual I can only share in groups, share or post in groups that I admin right now. That's always like 90% of the time, so I always need you guys to please share this feed out too. I want to kind of get this feed out today too, because I have a lot to talk about what to expect for this year and this month energetically, so please share this feed out. I give away an activation off of every video, but just so that everyone can participate, I don't find the person till at least the next day, so if you guys are catching me on replay, you guys can share too for a chance to participate in winning a third eye activation. So take a sec, share this out. I'm about to get started. We have a lot happening energetically. I know a lot of people were feeling that. Wait. Yeah, I can't share this anymore. Alright, we have a lot happening energetically this month on every level. A lot of people were already feeling that partial solar eclipse that we just had throughout the weekend. So a lot of people were already feeling that first storm energy that really was just to set the stage for the rest of the month on every level. With these eclipses, it can last, the effects of them, for like 3 months. It basically forces an energetic reset upon the entire planet. And that's a good thing, because the Earth is going to finally, do like an energetic reset, get back to the frequency it should be at, and as we are too. So it's amazing for what is happening to the frequencies. Whatever thoughts or vibrations or dreams, fears, whatever we're thinking about is going to actually shape into our lessons for the entire year, this month alone. Whatever frequency we're at, whatever, vibrations, thoughts, things we're thinking about, things we want to do this year, it's really going to shape into our lessons for the entire year. So this is a powerful month energetically and in terms of what we can create and what we can manifest. I just did a video on this topic too, so if you want to hear more about the energy, make sure that you're in my Sparks the Divine Light healing groups that I have here on Facebook, because I just did like an hour-long talk on the energy and what's coming, because I do a little overview on my card feed. So we're going to have a much different eclipse that is going to follow the previous one. We're really in the middle of 2 eclipses right now, energetically. So the next one will actually be a lunar eclipse. It's going to be very powerful. But, when we have lunar effects on the planet, it tends to bring out, purging symptoms, things people need to release, deal with, let go of. So if you are having ascension symptoms, purge type symptoms, feeling the energy real crazy, make sure that you're putting out really high frequency ideas and thoughts and, vibrations right now, because it's really going to affect your entire year this month. Let me see. We have the sun moving in between Pluto and Saturn this week. I always say I don't like Saturn energy. It's a little too low frequency for me. But it is a teacher, a spiritual teacher at that. And it comes with a lot of knowledge. I just said this on my feed earlier, that the universe is aligned with playing school. We're here, sitting here in Earth School right now. I'm playing school on my feed. As soon as you're a kid and you come on this planet, you go to real school, right? You go spend a lot of time in school on this planet. The universe is really aligned with that in whatever regard. You guys know my link is above. I'm using this energy to manifest students, not just for my Reiki classes And I went to go look at something on my site, and I have a lot of classes on there. I don't even think I realized how many classes were in the class section. We have a lot of classes on my site. I did get our Awakening to Ascension class going again with Brittany Duncan, and she does synchronized breathing. You guys have probably seen her videos on here, and it's an amazing collaboration. We just got this group flowing real crazy. If you guys want to be in our Awakening to Ascension class, it is here on Facebook. You guys can just search the group. I usually put the link below, but people usually lose them with all the comments. You guys can just search the group Awakening to Ascension. You guys can purchase it in our class section. It's 33 pounds for the whole year. We're real lax on you guys getting your payments to us. You guys know that I work with people with Reiki and do payment plans and whatever. Same with this class. There's no excuses for 2019 why you guys are not putting some energetic work into yourselves, taking your vitamins, doing what you need to do with this ascension to change your reality. So I'm giving you these storm updates all the time. I'm telling you how the energy is, how you can use it for your ascension, but it doesn't matter if you guys are not willing to put the effort and the work into yourselves. So last year was a lot of hard work for me, and I'm getting ready to do the same thing this year. I'm real excited about it. I put a post up that says I don't need a new year to work on myself. I'm doing that all the time anyways. So people are going to need to get rid of the excuses. I hear I can't take the chlorella. I don't have money. You guys can get organic vitamins real cheap on Amazon. Done with the excuses and the reasons why you can't change and heal and fix your lives. And I'm just going to tell you, the universe is too. The universe is done with this victim mentality. And you know what? This week is all about personal empowerment, right? Becoming empowered through self. Burning brighter, right? Being an inspiration. Have taken your story and changed it. Rewriting something different, right? Becoming the hero of your journey as opposed to, you know, the victim with all these villains. We become the hero and we try to assist and we come to service in whatever regard. 2019 is going to be powerful in terms of coming back to service. This will be a year where people build their missions, hopefully. Where, you know, we spent last year building who we were, purging, releasing, healing, and this year we have a focus on building our missions, coming to service in some way to help humanity. I always say that if you guys have awoken, you've been activated for a calling bigger than yourself, some type of role of service. I always say the universe is aligned with people that are teaching, healing, right? Assisting others as light workers in all types of capacities. That's what this will all be about, the world coming back to service. I'm using this energy with this storm real crazy too. We're going to London, you guys know, the next storm for the next eclipse. I have an event on this page. I've been posting lots of fun stuff on it because we're gonna go see the Crystal Skull in the British Museum, but also one of the Easter Island rocks. And I've always been very drawn to these ley line areas as a grid worker, and hold a lot of knowledge as to how we can use these sites, these places, these artifacts for our ascension and, you know, activating ourselves and things like that. So I'm really excited to go to London. I haven't been there, and, you know, last summer I was posting pictures all over Facebook about the UK, and I was putting a lot of pictures up of the London Bridge, right? We were making memes and using the London Bridge. So clearly this is something I manifested just by, you know, the vibrations I was putting out pictures of London. I'm getting pulled there now. So we need to be very careful with the type of things we're putting out vibrations for. A lot of people are thinking, I don't want this to happen. I don't want to be sick. I don't want this. And attracting it to them. It's very important. We're putting out very positive thoughts right now. I said this on my earlier video that if you guys are taking pharmaceuticals still, or, you know, engaging in real low vibe activities, low vibe relationships, it could almost kill you right now because the energy is going through the roof frequency wise. So if we're holding on to things that are bad for our soul, it could kill you on a soul level or a physical level right now. It's very important that we're changing and bettering ourselves and moving up spiritually in whatever regard and putting this work into changing ourselves right now as these frequencies are going up. So, you know, I look at this storm anyway with these two eclipses, one constant storm, and we're just kind of in the middle of this calm because we would be in our rest period right now, but we're still just seeing the solar winds die down And those are going to have after effects on the planet too. So we're kind of in this crazy energy right now. Please drink more water, more liquids. People aren't realizing what this energy is doing to our body. The Earth's magnetic field, or its aura, is kind of losing resistance. So a lot of this energy is coming in more rapidly, right? It's allowing more energy to pass through. If that's happening to the planet, it's happening to our energy and our auras too, where we're becoming more open to receive this energy on whatever level. So it's getting real powerful, especially with the cosmic rays coming and joining the party and kind of adding to that galactic energy. And our upgrades we're already getting. Drink more water. You guys should be on a nice water detox doing this storm. You'll feel a lot better. If you guys are tired, if you're having ascension symptoms, chug a bunch of water. Holly Eva, worlds within worlds, as we're realizing, right? We're noticing that we're tuning in more and more to the spiritual, which seems to be its own world right here, set apart from the material. The problem is that, you know, you're only going to perceive what frequency you're on. So a lot of people that are asleep or on different frequencies aren't able to perceive the same things we can, being on multidimensional levels around here. So in a lot of ways, we have to act as a bridge between worlds. We have to get better at that, right? We're real good at hanging out together, and with the spiritual, we need to learn how to better bridge those worlds in whatever regard. Let's see. Ruchika Sahabarwal. Cosmic connection. We need to realize that we're not only connected to the universe infinitely, but the universe is with us always, experiencing itself through us. And, you know, I have a lot of questions about the universe and how things work around here, and sometimes I just feel like just lost in such a big place. Like, you know, I know we have a lot of information, but sometimes it's just so mind-blowing to try to kind of figure out how the universe works, right? On whatever level. So I always get drawn back to, in trying to understand the matrix, I always get drawn back to how things would have started here with that infinite energy, that what happened was it would have split itself in half to experience itself with another. And it's really what has evolved us all to this place, right? That would have been the beginning. Source, consciousness, that energy wanting to experience itself in another and to see itself, right? And then this is what happened. It split off, and then that aspect would have split off and everything like that. You can look at it like you are nothing more than a dream of that conscious energy. Yes, you are having your experience, your story. You were dreamed up. You were manifested into being here on whatever level. Brian Armstead, good morning. Choices. We need to make better conscious choices. Like I'm saying that, you know, we're going through this energy, and yeah, it's changing our physical body, but we have to put the work into our reality by making better conscious choices, making choices out of compassion and love instead of out of fear and distress and things like that. So this is all about us taking control of our reality and making better choices. We realize that all of your choices are kind of adding up to where you're at now in your experience, right? They have an impact on us. Katrina Odengroff. Good morning. Make sure you guys share this feed out too. I can't. Good morning. Katrina, be still. We need to learn how to be in the now. First off, we need to learn how to let go of everything, you know, before today. So many people would not have such a need for healing if they were not constantly looking back and viewing, you know, past mistakes, lessons, things they wish went differently, whatever it was. We need to learn that every day is a fresh start and that we are in the now, and that is all that is real here. Same with if you have a bad day today, guess what? Every night you go to sleep and you get an energetic reset and you get a brand new day tomorrow. So it doesn't matter. So many people are, you know, stuck living in the past, and then when you're thinking about these things, you tend to recreate them, right? Not being able to move forward in your path. More being in the now and focusing on your future and, you know, navigating yourself to where you want to be. Nisha Nosh. Mirrored souls. Everything is a mirror experience. A lot of people can't deal with that when they're in the victim mentality or ways of thinking, but everything is always a mirror. The problem is, as indigos, we feel this, you know, soul calling here to help people. right? To make the world a better place. Maybe we could, you know, make someone's day a little bit better. Sometimes we see people have problems and we're like, oh, that would be easy for us to solve, right? And things like that. But we are not supposed to go around fixing the external. That this is always just a reflection of what's going on internally, and that we need to turn inward and do this work, you know, in an inward type of way. So if you don't like something in your reality, a lot of times we're like, oh, I'll go heal that person and detox them and do this, this, and this, not understanding the problem is always with you. And so, you know, instead of going around and trying to change the people around us, we need to really shift the focus onto what our own issues are and what we can do to heal ourselves. When we do heal ourselves, it will heal the, you know, reflection you're getting back. Olivia Camelia Dabroscu. Patience. Have patience. We can't do this ascension overnight. I know a lot of people will tell you that, you know. You can watch a 10-minute YouTube video and become enlightened. It doesn't work like that, though. Have patience with yourself. We need to treat ourselves more like you would a child, right? More like you would a child and others too. We need to come from a place of less judgment and more compassion in dealing with other people too in a lot of ways. So have patience with yourself. Treat yourself more kindly and the people around you. Pravina Rapanath. Golden Crown. In our Awakening to Ascension class that we just started again, we're working on our crown chakra. I will be doing a crown chakra video in that space. Really work on your crown chakra. You have a strong angelic connection. We should be asking our angels and the help that we have in the other realm for more assistance here. A lot of people don't know that we have to ask for help around here, right? And usually we're not asking the right people. Maybe we're looking in the wrong places. So ask your angels for more assistance. Frankie Borelli, awaken. I'm finding this awakening happens in many phases. A lot of people are like, I'm awake. That's it. I'm done. I'm enlightened. I'm awake. And I get that, but hopefully we're going through this awakening and it's happening in stages, phases, glimpses, all sorts of ways, right? So I'm always trying to awaken more and more. I don't think I will have woken up until I can be a little more in control of this reality as I would be in a dream experience, almost like a dreamscape, right? So I have a lot more awakening to do too. We are awakening. The planet is going through a mass global awakening right now. Let's see. Lisa Mancini, new chapter. And like I said, we can't move forward without going forward on our path. A lot of people are trying to reread their last chapter of their book, right? And they're trying to go backwards. A lot of people are always trying to get back to places where they used to be or places they liked, right? We need to continue moving forward. And we have a huge emphasis before spring on letting go of the old around us so we have space to create something new. I've been doing a lot of that in my life too lately. So make sure that you guys are doing more letting go of the things that are no longer a match for you. Mama Bree Hope, good morning. Be fearless. I saw that you're about to be conscious parenting too, and I think there's no higher path in this matrix than love and conscious parenting around here. I think it's so beautiful and amazing. Be fearless. We need to let go of fear and just stay focused on our hopes and dreams this entire month. If you guys have a lot of anxiety or fear going on and you're thinking about these kind of thoughts that go with that kind of stuff, then you guys are going to have probably that kind of year going on. Whatever you're focused on right now is going to really set the stage for this whole year. So please, for this month alone, let go of the doubt, the worry, the anxiety, the fear, and just stay really focused on creating whatever it is you're dreaming up. I always think that children are their parents' manifestations on some level. Yes, all of you were a lot of hopes and dreams manifested upon you in your experience. Elizabeth Ann, good morning, celestial teacher. I have been learning how to teach for a couple of years now, right? We have a lot of our admins stepping up into those roles and learning how to teach also. It is really what we were drawn here for in some level. If you don't recognize yourself as a teacher, more healing. Diana Commons, free spirit. That's how I'm feeling. I'm after this deeper liberation. I don't want my soul to be tied into these systems and this way of life and things like that. I definitely am seeking a deeper liberation. It's what we're here for. To liberate our soul on every level from the things that are tying and holding us here. Moose Sass, good morning. Emotions. This full moon that's coming towards the end of the month, right? I think it's the 21st. I have to look at the calendar. The 21st. Literally, it's going to be very emotional for a lot of people. Moon energy tends to be. It affects water and gravitational pulls and things like that. Water is very emotional energy. Good. I see teacher of teachers. Good. 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 More teachers, please. We're going to be playing school more this year. I hate to be the one to tell you guys if you guys hated school. Going through the matrix. We're going to be playing more school around here. It's like I say, something the universe is very, very aligned with. You actually get a blissful type chemical reaction in your brain when you learn something new. The problem with our school systems is that children are being taught things they really don't have an interest in, right? And, you know, things kind of messed up. But, you know, when you're learning about the spiritual and things that you actually resonate with on a soul level, it's very powerful in what it does to your brain and the chemicals. Michael Bravo, intuition. I like to think that people are at a certain place in their journey before they are finding me on mine. And so, you know, we have amazing intuition. That's that internal compass leading us around. We've learned how to listen to it. We had so many problems going through the matrix, tuning it out, right? Not listening to our intuition, where maybe we thought we shouldn't do this and then we just kind of went with it. So we're learning how to really fine tune that internal compass, our intuition. It is everything that is leading us here every single day. Gretchen Hyatt, good morning. Unconditional love. That's what the fifth dimensional is. It's those kind of frequencies. It's having your heart chakra and other chakras open and expanded. It is that fifth dimensional light body that is all about unconditional love on every level. I keep saying we need to come back to unconditional love with all life on this planet, but that does not mean that we should allow toxic people into our reality. We should be more discerning with what we're putting our time and energy into and what we're creating around here. But more love. Jamie Nicoli, time out. Literally, since this is an energetic reset, yes, this planet just went through an energetic reset and is getting ready for an even bigger one, which I'm excited about. So, because of what's going on with the energy, if you guys are tired, if you can't move, if you're just not having enough energy, take more time to rest and recharge. Usually I work Mondays. I took yesterday off. And I just knew that if I chilled yesterday, that would be much better today, rather than, you know, doing my day of work and then having my whole week kind of go in that tone. So take more time to recharge. We have a huge emphasis on self-care right now. I've been doing so much of the usual salt baths, healing with crystals, Reiki on myself. Start to heal yourselves more too. Brandy Wood. Communication. I'm learning how to speak, especially on camera. It's been hard for me. I used to be real quiet, more of an observer. So I'm learning how to speak and how to get on camera and to do it in every level. So we're really working on our throat chakras. Our throat chakras are aligned with fifth dimensional frequencies. They are a gateway for the fifth dimension. So we're learning how to use our voice to inspire action in a lot of ways. Find your voice. It's very important in all this. Let's see. Lynn Marie, hope. People really have a lot of, they give the dark a lot of power around here, right? Like, oh, things are bad. I see a lot of Satan posts on my wall. A lot of negative kind of stuff. What about, if you believe in those concepts, how could you not believe in the good of the universe too? So people have kind of lost sight of concepts like hope and faith and good things coming and miracles and the universe, right? And they put a lot of emphasis on the negative and the bad and its power and oh my God, but we need to get back to the hierarchy of light and inspiration and creating our own reality. Have hope about what's coming. Vanessa Jones, time to celebrate. Yeah, I said that we should be celebrating ending New Year's that we should be celebrating this year, that we should be celebrating this whole month, that we just made it out of halfway through that 2-year purge cycle that was very intense to go through. I was having an intense year energetically, and we are in for an intense year energetically this year too. It's going to continue to pick up intensity. So we did a lot of energetic work clearly last year, and we should be celebrating that. We're even here kind of having this chat. Karina Burns, shine. Time to tune into that light within you. So many people are looking for another for love instead of trying to give love. Instead of trying to give it, they want to receive it, right? They're looking for love from another. We need to tune in and become that light and begin to radiate love, and then it will come to us and attract to us, right? We become very magnetic when we're living in love. So if we're broken or we have unhealed aspects, we're usually just going to get that reflected back, looking for love in those kind of ways. Tune into that light within you. It is bright enough to light up this entire planet by yourself on whatever level. Good, Gretchen. I'm sending you crazy energy through this video too. It just stops being windy here, so I think the storm's beginning to subside a little. But like I said, eclipse energies, you're going to probably be feeling it through the week. But it's an amazing energy to be doing healing work with. If you guys are not feeling good, feeling amazing, who cares? Go check my site out. I'm going to be doing a lot of DNA activations, third eye activations, attunements with this energy. It's really good for healing with. Matthew Corns, gratitude. It's a huge topic for us this week because gratitude reprograms your brain. I was just talking about it in my last video I did this morning. It really creates new pathways in your reality, living in gratitude. It's huge with Reiki. It's huge with any, energetic knowing that we're going through. More gratitude. It actually will create higher timelines for you. Rose Tinsley, good morning. Let go. We need to release the old to create something new. You won't believe how many people come to me and they're in a relationship trying to manifest another one. They're in a job they hate trying to create another one, and you guys have no space. We have to let go first to create something new, and that's the hard part people have here because they want to hold on to the old and have something new show up in its place. Or letting go of the things that just aren't working in your life. I've done so many just resets on my life this year. It's mind-blowing to me, where I will just kind of look around my life and I will see what I like and what is working and just let go of everything else, usually in one shot too. So do a good inventory of your life entering this year and try to release the things that are no longer in alignment with your reality you want. You wouldn't believe when you free up space how much you can receive in place of that. You guys have to understand, every time we let go of something better will always vibrate in its place. So we have people in bad relationships. What if I break up with this person and I can't find someone, or I get someone worse? You have to understand something better would always replace something you let go of. Fiona Marie, shout out to Australia. You are limitless. Yes, we have convinced ourselves through our indoctrination that we can't do things. We insert these fears and doubts. We had a lot of fear programming, unfortunately. We are limitless in what we can create and what we can manifest here. You're actually supposed to be the entire universe experience itself through you, and you should be able to do anything no less than the entire universe here too. So we really need to unlimit ourselves in terms of what we're manifesting and creating in our lives. You should be living your dream life, doing everything in bliss, loving it, right? I see a lot of people that are unhappy, and then they're going to tend to draw more of what they don't like. So we're trying to reach these high levels of consciousness, these states of bliss and euphoria and being in tune with the universe on whatever level. Bonnie Peterson, Mother Earth. Yes, we are guardians of this planet. People do not think of the earth as a living spiritual entity. It would be no different than, you're a little cell in this human body. It's no different. It actually is very similar to how our human body operates in so many ways that you can almost picture it like that. So we are not aware that these planets, as with everything in this matrix, is living entities. In whatever level. So people need to really understand the correlation between us destroying the planet and our health. People are becoming sick around here. We see so much sickness. Trust me, it wasn't like this in other places we lived here. So much illness and sickness and spiritual ailments and things like that. So there is a direct correlation with what's going on with the earth and what's going to go on with our health. more connecting with nature, more getting outside. Empaths need a lot of alone time, a lot of nature, a lot of salt baths to keep our energy clear. You know, if you go connect with nature, you're going to find so much magic, and it's also going to help you with your abundance and the things you're manifesting. The earth is the most abundant energy there is. I saw this article yesterday that was talking about how when you were born on this planet, you were imprinted by whatever astrological influences were going on at that time. I am a Taurus, and I've always been much better at manifesting than maybe some people because, you know, I'm tuning into that earth energy, right? And so the earth is really that form of abundance. It's divine feminine energy in every form. And so if you guys are trying to create or manifest, get out into nature. Jesse Sirius, hi, good. You're going to be loving. Capricorn should be vibing through this energy. You should be feeling like you can get stuff done, flowing with it, right? I'm flowing real good as an earth sign too. It depends on where you're at. Hopefully you're feeling real good this month. Jesse, surrender, let go. When I saw this also meme I liked that was like, when you surrender, it opens you up to receive. Surrender to the universe, right? Have faith. A lot of times, you know, that happens to me a lot where I have a hard time with my mission. I always make a joke saying when you go down on your knees, right? That's when things get real. Surrender to the universe. That's really a big part of this ascension, is us letting go of what we want of our life and those ego needs and surrendering to the universe and this higher calling. Good, Sherry. Self-worth. Can you please see yourself as amazing? Things we're working on, right? Seeing ourselves and everyone around us as amazing. I say, you know, I tell my husband that I believe everyone has their own shit they've been through and their own issues that they're working out, going through this matrix. And, you know, we have to learn how to see through our third eye and see how the universe would see us, which is divine and perfect and everything in perfect order and going amazing around here. Jenny Burkstaller, hello. This is a sacred journey. You can't get any more spiritual than this. Everyone's trying to get close to God in a church or book, not understanding, go within, right there. Seeing everything you're seeing, experiencing this not only as you, but all around you in every capacity. This is a very spiritual journey for the adept. I know a lot of people complain about living in Earth School, but you wouldn't believe how hard it was for us to get into this place, to incarnate in here, especially during now, such an important event as it's unfolding. So I know a lot of people complain and don't like their stay here, but you guys actually signed up for this and wanted to experience this. But why, people ask? Why? Well, this is a school for soul growth. And so, you know, you're going to evolve very rapidly learning in this atmosphere. Emma Weston, good morning. Strength. Like I said, this week is about personal empowerment and tuning into this strength within us, because, you know, we're entering this year with amazing energy. We've been through a lot energetically last year, and we're getting ready to do it again. So we're kind of, you know, we're seeing that our higher selves are emerging from this wreckage around us, and that we're getting back and back to closer and closer to our higher selves on every level. Key is empowerment, please. That is the antidote to any victim programming going on around here. Personal empowerment. That I know a lot of people taught you that you're the victim if you're an empath and it's a bad thing, and that your abilities are probably some kind of curse or something awful. But I view these things much differently, that these are the traits of the healers, right? The ones that were sent here to assist, indigos, light workers of all kinds. So we need to move out of that 3D way of thinking that everything bad is happening to me, and to controlling all reality and kind of creating something better. Yvonne Spear, compassion. I like this card too. I'm into the art. Compassion on every level. We need to come to more compassion. A lot of the times with ourselves. Yep, we're usually harder on ourselves. If something happens with a friend, we can usually get over it real fast, right? Move along. But with ourselves, people will hold on to the same things from 10 years ago, 5 years ago, being hard on themselves, right? We need to have a lot of compassion with ourselves and more with everyone around us too. You don't really know what people are going through in their journey. I have to kind of reality check people a lot of the time and be like, look, everyone on this planet has had their lessons, has had a real hard time here, right? Has gone through some kind of shit that you know nothing about. So more compassion with people. Jessica Rose, transformation. And like I said, we're going through a powerful transformation. We are turning from carbon to crystalline, and our entire bodies are changing and everything about it. So, I mean, you know, I just have what I download on with this ascension, but if you want to talk about it, crystal is a powerful radio type receiver too. I know that there's a lot of crystalline in the Stonehenge rocks and other areas that we're playing in, and they act almost like a radio antenna receiver, right? That crystals are able to store technology. The reason why you want to sleep with crystals near you is because they're actually like recording devices. They can actually record your dreams and collect them, right? So they're powerful. If our bodies are changing to crystalline, you know, can you imagine what we will be capable of? You had to realize that crystal is really the future of technology too, in a lot of ways. So we are transforming around us. Everything about our physical bodies is changing. We're losing density. This weekend, people, if they aren't feeling like this already from the eclipse, they're going to feel like more in a dream-like state. It could be like someone described it as their mind was foggy. You might be out of it. You might be having like memory things go on where, you know, you're going somewhere and you don't really remember. Things like that. Nicole Goddard. Integrity. This is about spiritual purification on every level. That's why we need to detox and get rid of the garbage that we have polluted our body and our soul with on every level. It's really just about purifying. You know, I believe that all people are channels for energy and that our frequency will determine where we're at with it. But if you want to be a better channel, you really want to keep purifying and get yourself to a pure place spiritually. Heather Houston, moving forward on our path. This storm has a lot of momentum. This energy has a crazy momentum. You wouldn't believe how I was flowing the past, you know, few days through the weekend with this eclipse energy. It's mind-blowing to me because I really have a lot to do for my London mission. So I'm using this energy, and it's coming with a lot of momentum, enough to move us, you know, forward on our path for this new year. We're entering the new. Rochelle Lynn Dela Cruz, good morning. Balance. We need to come into balance energetically. So I knew that if I worked yesterday and wasn't feeling so great, it would just collapse my whole weekend, right? So self-care day, I'm back. I'm feeling better. I'm more adjusted energetically, and I'm ready to do this. So we need to be, first off, in alignment energetically always. People have so much emphasis on, you know, the material and things like that. We really need to shift the focus back on ourselves energetically and, you know, doing more energy type work on ourselves. More alignment energetically. Someone asked, how much is Akashic reading attunement? Just go to my site. Reiki level 1 attunement is 111 pounds, and any other Reiki class is between there or 155 pounds. You guys had to convert it. You guys can just message me. I had to learn pounds this year. And so I have a converter on my phone. If you guys have a question, the site automatically converts it. And we have a couple payment options, but you guys can message me if you need more information. I'm here all day today too. Dale, shadow self. I'm done with the shadow. Everyone's like, I see a lot of things about the shadow. I'm ready for summer. I'm done with the shadow. I feel like we did enough of that last month, and now we should enter the new, right? Try to let go of that, you know, version of duality too. If we see, you know, the shadow self, that would be a very dualistic way to view ourselves. Not seeing that, you know, maybe we're just cool the way we are, and we have been imprinted a certain way, and it's just who we are in some level. So a lot of people like to delve into the shadow all the time. And the negative, what would the shadow be? Negative aspects of self. I think those might be distortions and perception problems. So let's shadow focus more. We're entering a period of rebirth. Let's create. Let's manifest. Let's step back from that nasty purging people were doing last month and into a space of, you know, this creative force flow happening all around us. Let's see. John Flaherty Jr. type -O. He put like a little demon face emoji too by it. Don't believe everything you read online. I'm real fascinated with blood types too. John, believe. Have faith and trust in the universe on every level. Fascinated though, you know, those come with a lot more ancestral trauma to conquer when you're of those bloodlines. But usually, you know, it comes with certain sets of abilities. Estee Can, good, she caught me live. Walk your truth. Your voice is important. The things that you're thinking and speaking are shaping your entire year right now around us. So it's really important that we're finding our voice and using it to speak the truth always, right? And whatever level, your truth is powerful. It can help lead other people into a space of light, or it can act as a guide for many on their paths, just coming in contact with you, colliding with you on whatever level. So I'm going to be, tomorrow, I'm going to go live in our new class space, and then I'll do my normal Sparks of Divine Light group video, and then this group. So I'm going to be doing like an extra live tomorrow. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to be letting you guys go in that note. If you guys have Reiki questions, website questions, questions about our class, just hit my business page inbox. And my link is above. It's amazing time to do energy work this month. Focus on your energy. Maybe sign up for those Reiki classes you've been trying to do. Take some better food choices. Maybe ditch some old habits. Get into the vitamins. Really start to get serious about this ascension. I have a lot of concerns as someone who teaches ascension type stuff, right? And going through this ascension, I have a lot of concerns about where humanity is in their place with this ascension. We have a lot of people that are asleep, still eating garbage food, on pharmaceuticals, still making very service to self choices. And so we have a lot of work to do on collective levels. Anything that you can do with yourself in your own reality to purify yourself faster, to go through this ascension faster, is going to help the entire collective. So it's really important that we're making more conscious choices, getting rid of people that are no longer serving us, bad relationships, toxic family members. We just continue to kind of shed layer upon layer with what's going on with this energy this month. If you guys cannot do that, if you guys are going to choose to be in bad relationships with bad food or the drugs or the pharmaceuticals, it's going to start to make you very sick on a soul level, because these things are no longer a vibrational match to the new high vibe energy that's being sent to you in your reality. So it's really important that we try to ditch anything toxic or bad for our body or our soul with this energy. All right, love and light.